Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Here with me, Discord in the YouTube, X Kick, or Facebook, or MySpace, or Friendster chat. Go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Randy, Richard, Anya, Ripsmod, Bibsta, Mike, Josh, Paul, Frank, Scott, Silent, Adam, Joe P. Tick, Oscar, Jose, Ronnie, Trading Micros, Jinro, Dan Not the Man, Frank, Ricky. Good morning to you. What's happening? Fat Guy, Kelvin, J. Will, Navy Guy, Bob, J. Prouse, Amateur Genius, Skunked Ape, Hockey Shane, July Peppers, Cyrus, Victor. Good morning. What's up, Billy Joe, Ribsmod, Bonafides, Dead Cat Coach Steve McDerv, Missy, Justin, Dead Cat Tomoki, Mr. Yips, SPX, CK, Travis, David, Chad, Amateur Genius, Shawnee Boy, Zirkle, That Guy, Ribsmod 69, Tarbog, Cash Sovereign Lemon, Millie, Stoic, TDG, J Cryptic, Coach Jiminy. What's up, Tito? Doji One Kenobi, EU Mike, Air Bear, Noah, Miss Master of the Candle, Tattoo NQ, Haas Nuts. Good morning, Gilvy, Beachcomber Trader, your buddies. Good morning. What's happening? Happy August, everybody. What's up, Bugaluck? What a move overnight, huh? This one right here. Was that 200 points? Over 200 points. Anybody catch this move? SW, I know you're all over this. Had to get this, right? That's your prime time. This right here is called the SW. Wait, you're logging that? No. Brother, what? This is your jam. All right. Not the SW today. I looked at it this morning. I was like, oh man. That's it right there. Look at this though. We made it all the way down to the magic green line. Dude, just imagine if you were short from here and somehow you got a firm that would hold it, let you hold your overnight 100 contracts. Could never on AMP. I'm restricted right now on AMP for 25% margins for NFP. Or not NFP, what is it? Yeah, no, NFP. It's like, wait, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Yeah, so I can only trade 15 contracts until NFP is through. But man, imagine just holding 100 from 800 to 60, 740 points. 20, 1.48 million. Oof. Good Lord. Maybe she's gonna make 18,523 in the purchasing. Maybe. I don't know. I think I did. I think I'm up. I think it was at 197 for the start of July. So 334's minus 197. I think I made 137,000 in the month of July. Nothing impressive, but still pretty good for not really super focusing on it. Not a spectacular month by any means, but could have been much better, especially if I was like locked in on days like yesterday, or even like FOMC if I was like locked in. I've just been trading like very not meek and meager, but more like I've just been so focused on growing the stream and been doing a lot of meetings and deals and work and all that. So my head really hasn't been like directly focused on the trading. So that's why I think I underperformed this month. Passed my eval yesterday. Nice work. Yesterday was the day to do it. Why was there so much volume this morning? When there's big moves, there's going to be a lot of positioning and people off sides. End of month flows yesterday. We had huge tech earnings, which are basically the entire market right now. So when you have that, you're going to have a lot of movement. Trump said there's strong dissents on the Fed board. It will only get stronger. Too late. Talking about Powell. But yeah, that was something Powell said during the FOMC thing, talking about how the dissenters having a voice and blah, 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 blah. I think next meeting we'll see a cut based on what we're seeing in the Fed Fund futures contracts. Let's see. Let's find out. How well is the kick streams paying you? Is it really that crazy how people say? I don't know. You have to try streaming, figure it out. 43% of a cut for September. I mean, that's pretty high given how bad it's been. You know? By December, I mean, maybe it's... Dude, can you imagine they push it, they wait until all the way to December? I can see Powell doing that. Well, it's not up to him. It's the majority, right? But I could actually see that happening. So collectively, 43% of a cut in September and about a 63.8% chance in October that we'll get a cut. And then by the time we get to December, it's like an 84.4% chance of a cut. So that's so loud. Easy, buddy. So yeah, we're looking at, I mean, we could even go the whole year without a cut. Anything can happen, right? Absolutely anything can happen. So, you know, anything. When people say a rate cut is baked into the market, what does that mean and how do we really know? It's just anticipation. We're trading future-facing markets. All markets are future-facing, essentially. So when the market is moving in a way that the movement is essentially, even if we got a rate cut, the movement is already represented in the current prices of things. So if we are so certain about a rate cut coming at a certain time, then you'll see positioning heavily around certain price levels that represent a rate cut has already happened. So when people are saying that a rate cut has been baked in, that's essentially what they're saying. I don't think that we have that currently, which is why we had essentially an 800-point unwind. Oh, there's my cute little trade from yesterday that made me 10 grand. Imagine how many more 10 grands I could have made if it wasn't just cute. It was more. Anyway, 800 points to the downside here. Quite a few people are going to be offsides. End of month flows. We had incredible earnings from Meta, Microsoft. Apple had their earnings yesterday. So there's a lot of positioning and a lot of players that are going to be offside that need to rebalance. So you're going to have rebalancing today. You had rebalancing yesterday. Obviously, people selling their green and Microsoft earnings. If they were long the calls, you know, you have to anticipate that there were also people that were playing monthlies or future dated leap contracts way back when. I mean, look at Microsoft's chart. If we go to the 15 minute, I mean, imagine if you were playing, I mean, even go to the hourly. If you're playing down here, you know, you're buying future data leap contracts, the unwind up here is extensive, of course, and that's a lot of billions of dollars of notional value. So there you go. How did the earnings came out? Very carefully, like a baby being delivered. So yeah, there's Microsoft today. Microsoft's holding up a little bit better than the NQ, of course. We're seeing Amazon coming down as well. Where can I watch your Wealth 365 presentation? I don't know. I have no idea. Everybody said it was good. I didn't think it was particularly good, personally. I'm my roughest critic, though, so. But people liked it. So yeah, me being restricted until the NFP print means that I'm probably going to focus on trading props for the afterglow until the NFP margin restriction is lifted, which I suppose is good news for some people that are watching. But we do have today to trade. There it is. We have Funding Ticks, Take Profit Trader, and Apex accounts to trade. So by the way, Take Profit. Well, I gotta fix this for this socials thing too. Give me a second. Because it's not Apex. Apex is now 80%, by the way. People are asking. Add this back in here. There we go. So Apex is 80% off. TPT is still 40% off. But if you pass a pro account, you get, well, you pay for the pro account, and then you get your activation fee refunded on your first pro payout. So there you go. Already short 6320. Nice. Do you have a strat to quick pass evals, or you just buy straight to funded accounts? I mean, I'm trying to pass Apex evals. You just have to take consistently good trades. If the market gives you a lot of opportunities in a given day and you have a one-day pass, you're probably going to pass it in one day. Maybe. When I was trading on Top Step, my average pass time for a combine, and I don't even remember what the rules were back then. This is a long time ago. I think it was, my average pass time was like 7 days. I wasn't really trying to rush things. I was just trying to take really good trades. So I prefer trading straight to funded accounts. Straight to funded is available on Tradeify, on Funding Ticks. I prefer straight to funded accounts, but I think that if you're still learning to trade, I think that there is value in buying evaluation accounts. Trying to push and rush things as fast as possible is usually a recipe for disaster. Bro, what do you use for news? I can't remember the website. You said it yesterday. Trading Economics, still the same one as it ever was. Drop the link again. Make sure if you're interested in using these things, you just save the link somewhere. There you go. How the hell is Meta crushing earnings? Isn't their business model basically FB and IG and VR sets? Who really advertises on FB anymore? I am quite positive that probably, let's see, find this out for you right now. If you don't know how much money is being spent on Facebook ads, then you might as well be listening to a radio and watching black and white television. If you are unaware of that, you are painfully unaware of the reality that is existing currently, if that is the case. Painfully unaware. Painfully unaware. Hundreds of millions of dollars is being spent, I would say, weekly. Let me see. How much is spent on Facebook ads daily in 2025 on average? Let's see if I can get the information here. Painfully unaware. So far in 2025, there's been $92.56 billion spent on Facebook ads. There you go. 92.56 billion. And it's August 1st. So yeah, nobody's using it. It's an antiquated product. Nobody's using it. Yeah, 13.3 million per hour sounds about right. Yeah. It's one of the best direct response platforms to be using out there. It's very strong, especially with their machine learning. We don't really need to have a discussion about ad tech, do we? Anyway, should have held your overnight shorts. Well, You know, you can always button on some more ones. But yeah, Tradeify, straight to funded, Tick, funding ticks, straight to funded. Both very good options. The sale for Tradeify ended last night. The July booster sale, that limited sale with code RIPS, ended last night at midnight. And now it is back to 35% without the July booster added on top. This week has been brutal to me, struggling. Glad it's going to be the weekend. Yeah. I mean, there's nobody forcing you to trade on Friday either. If you're feeling a bit worn out from this week, all you need to do is just take the rest of the day off and enjoy an early weekend. It's just one trading day. Who cares? Rustic Trading says, I quit trading D. Were you a big trader in the D? I stopped trading Fridays. Gotcha. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. There's some people that will trade like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. They won't trade Mondays. They won't trade Fridays because their data suggests that they're not a great Monday or Friday trader, which is totally fine. Absolutely, positively fine. Gonna serve myself already a Stella Artois. That's wonderful. One trading week at this point, but yeah, I get your point. There you go. Hey Rips, where was the vertical aggregation on Bookmap? I recall you said you had that option toggled on. If you right click and you go to heat map settings, you're talking about vertical smoothing and averaging. That's just turning that off if you want. DJ Toka NYC says WTF happened. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe you could be a little bit more specific and we could venture into that together and find out the answer to your question. Data suggests that I push too hard on Fridays and I realize if I can't get it done in 4 days when I'm on point, then I need to do better with those trades. Well, that's good news. The marquee dropped. What does SW stand for? Steve Wynn. Like cars built on Monday or Friday, you don't want them. Why is that? Why wouldn't you want a car built on Monday or Friday? All right, we are 8.5 minutes away from the big news for today. We have two pieces of news that I'm curious about. Number one, of course, is NFP. It is NFP Friday. And then, of course, after that, we get the ISM at 10 and then the University of Michigan at 10 as well. So those two things I'm looking at, three things, I guess you could call it, but two specific periods of time. One of them is at 8:30 and then 90 minutes later at 10. There you go. That's pretty much it. There are no important auctions today. Obviously Friday. Nothing really going to happen in the world of fixies. So I think you could wrap up your day probably around like 11 if you wanted to. Or just trade all day. Seagate says, just made 200 and calling it quits for the week. Get what you can, get out and enjoy the weekend. That's what I'm talking about. Nice work. Beautiful. Enjoy your weekend, my friend. On that note, I will be right back with you. All right, we are 1 minute now. 1 minute until the biggest news of the day. This is the biggest news that we've seen in August so far. Remember, I can't trade more than 15 contracts on the Percy, so I'm not going to touch it. 15 contracts might as well be 1 micro in my book. Here we go. Five seconds. In line with expectations. Coming down to the magic green line there. It's a fitting song for NFP. Pretty much the only one that's out of line is the change. 73,000 versus 100. Dude, that is so loud. All right. Switching up the music here. Let's do this. There we go. So there goes hundreds again. Gonna hold underneath. I don't know if there's a worthy trade here. I'm gonna try a short here. If we can break below 80s. I'm in my funding ticks accounts. Also, if we can defend 100s, break 80s, and then round trip us back down to these 60s. That's what I'd be looking for here. Watching hundreds for an ad. Because there's a lot of overhead supply in the S&Ps as well. There's your hundreds. So if we can have defense all the way up to 63.15 here. Watching this dunk now. Want this 80 level to trade down. Right there. There we go, filled. Cool. Funding ticks is done. You talked about Microsoft options yesterday helping push the market down. So it's reasonable to think the market might poop at the open with people covering puts from yesterday. Why would they not trade it yesterday? You're saying if people went into puts yesterday, if they covered it, if they're covering puts, the market will go up. Maybe catch anything similar to what I just took? Anybody? Nice little pitch and catch trade. I mean, poop and pop are two different terms. They're completely on the opposite side of the spectrum. So. Magical green line there at 60 still. Crazy how well that's been respected. All right, so funding ticks are done. Oh no, that wasn't in funding ticks. Dang it. God, dude, no. I gotta find a way to care more about props eventually. That was in Take Profit Trader. How stupid, dude. Whatever. Percy's still not. I didn't get the email yet from him. So 60 got respected there pretty well. No, TPT, it's a, these are evals. These are 50K evals. So, is what it is, baby. Nice work there, Vadim. We're just chopping around this 80 level now. Yeah, 80% off for Apex right now. Correct. Yeah, I really wanted that to be. Oh, we got triggered in there. My goodness. See if they can take the ceiling off of hundreds. If there's not enough people there, then yeah, this thing can go. See if we get the Lambo doors up here. All right, Lambo doors up. There we go. That's funding ticks. Finally. Anyway. Good old Lambo doors up trade. Hey. So $3,000 there on funding ticks. 5,000? No, 4,000 on those. Then we got Apex to do. Whatever. Can AMP just hurry up already? Come on, guys. The margins can be lifted. Let's go. Jeez. So annoying. Did you hear about Celsius accidentally filled their cans with vodka instead of the energy? Whatever. Did you have a delay with AMP yesterday? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I got a new account number, all that. My quant tower with AMP kept freezing up, delayed data. I mean, I stopped trading whenever I stopped trading, so maybe it was later in the session. I don't know. When I was trading, though, I didn't have any issues whatsoever. I made 10 G's. Simple. So we're just still trying to fight to the top end of this print here. Later in the noonish time, yeah. I mean, personally, I probably wasn't here. Wasn't even here. Or I was gambling. I don't know. This one does taste like a vodka in it. Very good. So the last prop on the menu to trade would be Apex. What a nice move, though. Literally, magic green line to the tippity top. What a great trade. What's on the schedule for this weekend? Filming some IRL content today for longer form YouTube videos. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really had on my schedule for the weekend. That's it. Have I looked at Trade Syncer? I'm not interested in using it because all prop firms have all different rules and I don't want to. I'd rather just trade them separately. Also, I really only care about trading my own money. I trade props to kind of give a review to the community. If I'm trying to make money, I'm going to trade my own account. Tax benefits, everything's just better. But I don't recommend anybody out there trades their own money because you're going to get, the mushroom's going to come along and mushroom stamp you. The market will literally whip its green candle out and mushroom stamp you in the forehead, take all of your money and laugh in your face. And that's a guarantee. Do you see the Celsius recall due to being filled with high noon and said no? That's crazy. First time somebody said that. Yikes, check your cans, rips, high noon recall for accidentally labeling their booze as Celsius saying, no way. For real? Is it actually? No way. That's a real story? Seriously? Is it? No way. It's crazy. Haven't heard that yet. Yeah, first time I've ever heard that. Oh, the bottling company made the mistake? Oh, crazy. It's all over the news today? You're kidding. Oh. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I gotta read more of that news. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta check that out. I don't know. First time I've heard that. That's crazy. Bottling company. Interesting. I remember I was told to trade sim for the first few days or for the first few months of trading when I started, but when I traded live, the fear was there and it was very different. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of people out there that get frustrated with the prop rules and then they go and they trade on the real money and they just get clapped. I try to get people to stop, but nobody listens. Nobody listens. Yeah, nobody listens. You blew several live accounts when I thought I was ready. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to cost you a lot of money. People who don't want to trade on props, you're just going to get smoked. Did I turn this on? Jesus. Yep, I saw it. What is the... Where's Rips Mod? Need that Tradeify post back up there. Does AMP allow you to set a hard loss limit? For sure, of course. Can do anything you want. Cake support is a 1 month subscriber. That's hilarious. Will you be in upcoming Market Wizards book by Jack Schwager? Yes, of course, obviously. I'm going to be put in it twice. I'm in the prologue, chapter 1, chapter 6, chapter 9, and in the epilogue as well. Obviously. Yeah, I'm also the co-author. Correct. These Tradeify straight to funded growth accounts are great. I love them. Yeah, they're awesome. I actually have some exciting giveaways for Tradeify and TPT and Apex, but they're coming next week. So spoiler alert, next week I'm going to be giving away, I think, close to like 200 accounts. Worth tuning into. Where should we be in the next Harry Potter book? Adventure to Prophet Island. Yes. It's called, I think the island was called Little St. James or something. I can't remember. Can I put my name down for some TPT? You can. I'll allow it. I will allow that. How to participate in giveaway. Well, you got to be here next week. That's it. You've never tried TPT, SW? That's crazy. Yeah, a lot of accounts to give away next week. Let's see. What other time frames you can eye on? 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 and 1. That's your cheat sheet right there. You can get in the 3 in there if you want to get a little saucy, but you know, do whatever you want, baby. Put my name down for 2 Tradeifys. Okay, I can do that for you. Make sure I lock those in for you. Bought 5 TPT accounts yesterday that had an amazing scale, essentially free if you can get one payout from those accounts. That's correct. That is correct. Correct. So we are pushing up again. Bought 8 wealth charts with code ROASTPRO. Nice. There you go. Wait, back to normal on AMP? No, don't lie to me like that. Yeah, we're back, baby. Woo! Ah, thank God. Nice. Order has been restored in this beautiful world. Thank God. Like I said, 15 contracts that they limit me to. I might as well be trading one micro. Can you put me down for 2 TPT counts? Yeah, give me a second here. Ace, trade, set, 2. Got it. Done. Perfect. So we are just kind of ranging around here. We've defined quite a nice range from basically here to down here. Magical green line, just beautiful. Nice defined range here. About 100 points. Dang, that was 100 points top to bottom. Man, it's crazy. I forget, like when the market moves this much, it has so much expansionary range. Remember, it's been so slow that trying to get 20, 30 points is a big deal. Now it's 100 points. Beautiful. Take 100, 200 buy in the Legends room if there are any available. It depends. I mean, you can buy into that game for as little as 10,000 if you wanted to. I think some days if they run 100, you can buy in for as little as 5,000. So not that bad, really. I'm okay on 2 accounts. I'll just take the 10K wire deposit and an ice cream cone. I got you. No problem, man. It is Friday. Why not? Ah! Yeah, 15 contracts is nothing. Big swell. Made 1K with that short you traded. Nice. We are coming back down. Repainted about 60 handles to the downside here. Another 40 to go to the bottom. Trump just said, too late, pal, is a joke or something like that. He's so funny. Too late, pal, is a joke. Drop those rates. Come on. I gotta see what he wrote. He's hilarious when he gets going. Too little, too late. Jerome, too late, pal, is a disaster. Drop the rate. The good news is that tariffs are bringing billions of dollars into the USA. Let him know, Trumpy. That's funny. He's a disaster. I like how he nicknames people. Pencil neck shift. That's probably the best one. Good old pencil neck. Even Jerome Powell gave him a shout out talking about how tariffs are bringing in billions of dollars. So, I mean, that's kind of sick. Pretty dope, you know? We are just running out of liquidity, it looks like. S&Ps are auctioning towards 63.10, but equities are looking a little soft, but not like they're gonna have a huge roll or anything like that. You have some overhead supply above 100s here in the NASDAQ. What was the Fed vote? I think there was 3 dissenters. I can't remember. Let me see. Ding 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 ding. 9-2. I thought it was more than 2. That's 2 dissenters. I thought there was 3. What did I say? 3? I was way off. Didn't I say 3 though? I think I said 3. That's 2. Or did I say 2? I don't even know what I said. I said 3. Okay, good. Yeah, I was off. Off by 1. Wasn't that a band? Off by 1? Don't remember. Barbie said Trump should get the economy Nobel Prize on top of the peace one. Who's Barbie? I don't know who Barbie is. Pal's face when one. Yeah. It was funny. The dynamic of them two is hilarious. The whole thing is just funny. Pal is a disaster. I love it. It's just so funny. Thanks, Ripsmon. I'm feeling positive still. Just didn't have enough cushion when I had a few losses. What did I miss here? Blew the XFAs yesterday and starting out. Oh, dang it. I mean, yesterday is the day after FOMC. You gotta be careful. The market's gonna have crazy moves. You gotta be careful. You gotta adjust your risk accordingly. Especially if we go from an environment that is like moving 10 and 20, 30 points to an environment that's moving hundreds of points if you're trading the NASDAQ. Always have to adjust your risk when the market is moving in different ways. We are 5 minutes now from the top of the hour. 5 minutes till 9. Markets are going to be pretty volatile today. We did have a small movement with NFP. It is range bound right now. Potentially heat seeking out these 60s to the downside. Oh, Speaker of the House, gotcha. Wait, Speaker of the House? Really? Passing combines with consistency, so I'm trying 150s this time. Thinking the extra drawdown would be useful. Yeah, I always like trading the bigger accounts personally. Usually. Sometimes if they require evals, I get a little frustrated and maybe I'll go for the smaller ones or whatever. There you go. Press secretary. Certainly not Speaker of the House. Market's looking to crack these lows. There's 400 contracts there at, it's jumping around a lot, 89. And they pulled them. Just a little pulacito. Back down to 60s, we potentially go here. I hate when Bookmap does that. It just sits here and it just takes forever. God, so annoying. Seeing a roll in Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia. Really all the equities are rolling. Tesla's at the VWAP. Definitely an area of interest down here, especially if we probe through these 60s. Could get very interesting, really. How do I access the VIX? Type in VIX. Surely when they pull 400 like that, it is spoofing. No, they changed their mind. That's what it was. That's all they were doing. They changed their mind at the last minute. Not illegal at all. Presidential fitness is coming back. Yeah, those stretch boxes, those things hurt. You have a ticket with Bookmap about their data going flat? Yeah, I mean, that's why I have redundancy. I have Rhythmic as my backup for data. It's good to have redundancy in the case that data lags or goes down or whatever the case. Always good to have redundancy. Have I seen gold? No, I don't trade it, so let's see. Oh, shoot. Who traded gold this morning? Crazy town. That's wild. Super duper wild there. Extra fancy, juicy wild. This song is amazing. $900 on GC. Nice work. See what happens at the top of the hour. We are about a minute away from the top of the hour. VIX is an index, correct. Volatility index, why it's called the VIX. Uses SIBO data, Chicago board. Wonder if this is gonna hold below 100 and then crack 60s and go for those 30s. Makes you wonder, huh? Traded a beautiful opening range breakout on the London Open. I think I'm done for the day. Also, last night's Globex moved much more than usual. I mean, it's definitely a big old move, but it's characteristic of what's going on in the markets. Big moves, big retraces, big happenings, lots of things. All right, 10 seconds till the top of the hour here. There you go. There's your 60s potentially. There's your 9 a.m. That's a big contract closure there. Really wish my book map would be a little bit faster today. I don't know what's going on with that. Bro, what the hell? That was the most annoying squawk I've ever heard. Somebody literally like coughing. What advice do you have for the ones who are afraid to short the market? Well, then only long it. I don't know. Why are you afraid? What are you afraid of? Do this. Control Shift, or what is it? Control Alt I? What is it? Control Shift I? What is it? I don't remember. Is it just Alt I? Oh, there you go. There. Turn your chart upside down, and now you're longing it when you're shorting it. There you go. And you don't need to be scared anymore. So we got about 28 minutes here until the market opens. What's gonna happen? Who knows? You never know. Right now we rejected off that magical green line, still trading within this lovely range. Person who bought all of those contracts down there on that flush right at 9 a.m. probably made a pretty penny shorting from the top. 100 points. Where you took this trade that made 109.20. That was from 2 weeks ago. This right here, this trade was from 2 weeks ago. I just put it up there because this is the biggest trade I've ever had in any of my accounts. So I just leave it up there. It's kind of like, you remember when you used to get like, well, me at least, I used to get 64 on a math test. Highest score I ever got on a math test, 64%. They called that for, they put a D on the paper. D stood for doing well. I put that on the fridge, just like I put this on the fridge. Highest trade I've ever had in my trading career. That's why I have it there. So, there you go. This is my virtual refrigerator right here. Right there. Virtual refrigerator. Trying to purchase a new straight fund and Tradeify, it says I don't have permission to use your code. Try using incognito browser. Mr. Giveaways yesterday. Are we doing more today? Next week. Next week. That is where I store the virtual Celsius, in my refrigerator up there. Markets are still somewhat weak here. We went up to those hundreds. Now trading back down to these 70s. It's gonna be a tough nut to crack on these 60s, but if we do break the 60s, I think the dam will break and we will see quite the roll here. But A lot of ifs on the table here. A lot of ifs. This is NASDAQ. If you're an FX trader, it's NAS 100. If you're a futures trader, it's NQ. That is correct. I don't know why my book map is so slow today. It is so impossibly slow. When I'm zooming in, it's very strange. Let me see if Rhythmic is any faster. Super annoying, to be honest. I don't know why book map data is significantly slower. The 1,000 is your biggest trade ever. No, I mean, it's 1,091 and 20 cents. My prior trade that, my second place trade to this one is $1,091.19. And I beat it, so I'm proud of it. If you don't think that's impressive, I mean, I'm pretty sure I hold the record for the world's largest trade. Is it not? Is it not? I don't know. Guinness was hitting me up about it. I don't know. You might be wrong. I would fact check your data there. $60-point candles are looking small right now. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? 100-point candles, 60-point candles, yeah. Rivers, do you know when Tradeify will add Project X to their platform? I do not know. I have no idea. Have you ever heard the rap track called Out for Rip? No, never. The little boy chart NQ looks like crap. I'll stay on the big boy yesterday. Get him, Richard. Crush it, buddy. Nice movement. 25 points. $23 minutes until the market opens. 23 minutes. I'm sure we're just going to rinse around until market opens. Rev Smod reminds me of Trader Page. I haven't seen Trader Page in... I don't even know if Trader Page is still in here. When was the last time you put Trader Page on a milk carton? Has been a while. You remember Trader Page? I do remember, like, there is a lot of names that I do remember, especially like the OGs. Like, there's people that I'll never forget. She's one of them for sure. What's up, FA? Channel points gamble today? Yeah, we can. I think we could. Let me see here. Go do this. Long time no see Trader. I thought she popped up all of a sudden. I was like, ah. Let's see, what is it called? Prediction. Which comes first in the NQ? Let's see. All right. There we go. Gamble away, folks. I'll take Trader Page over Richard. That's funny. Richard's still not in kick, by the way. Heavily tilting. Something happened with you in Top Step? Is there something wrong with Top Step we should know about? What year is it? What year is it? I jump in some type of time warp? Where am I? What's going on? Why are these all like such boring tracks? Hold on. You know what we need? We need some of this. There we go. Are you still friends with Dakota? Nope. Never. Never was. Never will be. Wait, that's not sarcasm, dude. Oh my God. All of these questions are being answered with the most tremendous amount of sarcasm I can muster. Good Lord. Some people are born with the worst sarcasm detectors on planet Earth, I think. Can't imagine why people fail at trading. No idea why. It's news to me. It is news to me, brother. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you're tilted or trolling. Really? Seriously? I'm up money right now. I'm just getting asked the dumbest questions on entire planet Earth. Like, these questions might very well be the dumbest mother questions I've ever been asked in the entirety of me ever streaming. What would you like my reactions to be? Somebody could ask a normal question. That would be helpful. I could get the show moving in a positive direction. But we want to continue piling on with 50 plus stupid mother questions, then I'm going to continue to be snarky, sarcastic, and annoying. Just as you folks are. See how that works? I have a normal dumb question. How do we know which time earnings come out in general? They tell you. They literally tell you. They're scheduled releases. They put them on a calendar. Sometimes they break that rule, and they'll say, hey, we're going to report after the bell. And then like if earnings are really bad, they'll report them during market hours, kind of slide them through, and then do the call after the bell or before the bell. Sometimes there's earnings before open, sometimes they're after, sometimes they're during. Just depends. They'll always tell you the schedule though. Why do you trade before the bell? $30-year bonds are ripping. Yeah, I saw that. Yields are going crazy. Everyone wants fixies. Probably August is going to be a down month. Probably. Everybody's going into fixie. All right, we got about 15 more minutes. If we have 250 likes, I will stick around on YouTube here. We have 144. Give you another 4 minutes here to see if we can do it. Besides having access to funds, how does one acquire a brand new Ferrari? 0 miles, 0 wait list. You have to. Hold on. Beth Hammock speaking. Job market report was disappointing, so she's egging on that non-farms were terrible. NFP was terrible. So for a Ferrari, you have to, I mean, if you want to get on the list early for like a brand new one that you can spec, like they'll let you spec the lesser Ferraris like a Roma or the Amalfi. I don't know if you get, I doubt there's a waiting list for the Amalfi. They're just not that desirable. The Amalfi, the Roma, the California, like those are all like the lesser desirable ones. You can't go in and start speccing a 296. I don't think even, well, it's old enough now, but like I wanted to spec a 296 Speciale, and I'm still on the wait list for that. So I'm probably going to forfeit that if they ever give me the chance. But yeah, you just go in and you spec a lesser desirable one, like an Amalfi, or buy some Romas. Thoughts on the Purchase anyway? I didn't really think it was that impressive. Just not my speed, you know. Haven't driven one, but you know. Yeah, not a big fan of the Purchase anyway. You have to call me and buy 5 Romas. Yeah, there you go. Ferrari Phil knows. Two and a half more minutes, see if we get enough likes on YouTube here. Otherwise, we're just going to kick it out. Go to kick. Never had a job making more than $150K a year. How do I get my mind right about managing larger accounts? It's going to be difficult. It's okay to stay in a zone where you trade, you know, 1 to 3 minis for the rest of your life. There's no problem with that. There's no shame in that. You make an extraordinary amount of money trading 1 and 3 minis. Perfectly fine. What about leasing? I think you can lease the lesser Ferraris. I'm pretty sure. I think. Ferrari Phil, help me on this one. Can you lease through Ferrari? Oh, you can? Okay. Well, there you go. I thought it was finance only for some reason. News to me. I didn't know you could actually lease a... No way, people lease LaFerraris. That's crazy. Is it actually like... Yeah, with great residuals, I'm sure. Is it actually through Ferrari Financial? Do they offer a leasing program through Ferrari Financial? Or is it through like... I'm trying to think. God, God, there's another one. Ferrari Financial, that's crazy. But Ferrari Financial is amazing. Doesn't report on your credit. Yeah, I've heard that, right? Ferrari Financial is like one of the few that doesn't report on your credit, which is insane. Which means like it doesn't suck away your borrowing power. The big dogs have revolving credit. That's cool. Maybe I should look into that. Maybe I'm missing something if the big dogs are doing it. What's the insurance like for those supercars? I pay about $25,000 a year for my insurance for 3 cars. But that's here in Las Vegas where everybody's drunk on the road, so I think it's a good value for the 3 cars that I have. All right, we got 10 more seconds. Let's see. We got 197 likes. I don't think we're going to do it. Oh, darn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. If you're going to drink this weekend, don't drink it and drive. Have a great weekend. I'll see you folks on Kick. Take care. Bye-bye.